welcome to the Dragon Way podcast, where we showcase the culture of MSUM Dragons football through the lens of those who lived it while they played and how they're living it today. I'm Wade. I'm your host, and I like B-dubs. For those of you who don't know what the Dragon Way is, simply it's four things. Dragon football focuses on to create men of character, do what's right, find a way, be a great teammate, and keep getting better. That's the Dragon Way. Here to talk about their experience playing for Dragon football and living the Dragon Way today is Isaac Ripplinger, aka Ripp. Thanks for joining us, Ripp. Hey, Ripp, where are you at and what are you doing?
How's it going? I'm Isaac, aka Ripp, and I like beat-ups too. So I played MSUM football from 2015 to 2019. So I graduated last fall, so fall of 2020. And recently I've just been living at home. I did a bunch of subbing. I graduated with social studies education. So I just subbed this last spring in Beulah here, my hometown, and a little back in West Fargo a little bit. And I am also currently here again in Beulah this next fall and probably next year. I've been doing some chemo treatments throughout the summer, and we'll be doing those throughout the fall. So I've just been chilling at home, trying to catch up on some reading, some other podcasts, taking our dog out for a bunch of walks and trying to train her, see if we can get some hunting done this fall. If we have a free weekend with her. But yeah, that's kind of just what I've been up to lately, trying to find a job for next year from now, I guess, but we'll see how that goes in the next couple months.
Right on, cool. And if you don't mind me asking, what's been going on as far as the treatment, if you don't mind sharing?
Yeah, so very long story short, I thought I had a sinus infection. I had a little bump here this spring. March and April, kind of went back and forth to the doctors here in town. And then by May, I got a biopsy. And end of May, I got a call from the doctor saying it's a type of bone cancer, just kind of in my face there. He didn't give a stage, but luckily it's just located in my face. It didn't spread to my lungs or anything. So I've been doing chemo in Fargo. We have to drive to Fargo, my parents and I, about every weekend, every 2 weekends, just depends on how when the doctor wants me there. So then we'll just keep doing chemo throughout fall now, and I'll have a surgery coming up. So when this airs, I'm sure I'll have it had this process or the surgery already. And then, just more chemo. It's crazy. I'll tell you that. I've never expected, you never expect to get cancer, but never experienced anything like it. Even the hardest Anderson workouts or the hardest Hunt workouts, they kind of prepare you for it, but nothing's like it. But yeah, right now I'm feeling great. Hopefully I can make it out to a few games this fall and everything. But yeah, when I'm not feeling good, I'm here in Beulah, and my parents are taking pretty good care of me so far. So
good. Well, if anyone that knows anything about you, that you're going to fight through it and get it all done, get the treatment you need, and you also know that you got a lot of people that got your back. They're going to be in your corner helping you along the way. So
yeah.
All right. So flip it over here a little bit, getting back kind of into the old glory days here and stuff. Okay, first question I got for you. What were you looking for in a football program when you started the recruiting process?
Ooh, that's a good one. Basically, when I started that process was just people that thought like me, or I was comfortable being around. So I know Murph tells a story all the time. He complains it. I'm sure you've heard it a few times, but drove like 8 hours one day total for a couple visits, and I was one of them. And he was only at my school for about 10 minutes, and he said we barely talked to each other. But in that short conversation, he kind of just laid out, the Dragon Way, what Dragon football was about. And I was just, after that meeting, I was like, I see myself in Murph. I see myself, my values and what I want to do the next 4 or 5 years of my life. I just saw like that's just what I wanted to be. So yeah, when I looked for different colleges, I just saw or looked for teams with the same values that I held, and turned out MSUM was the one.
Right on. Good. Well, carrying into the next question here, how did Dragon football meet those expectations, and where did they exceed expectations? What's different about Dragon football?
What met my expectations was exactly what I talked with Murph that first visit, and then my official visit. I saw that the coaches really, I don't know how to explain it. They didn't lie to me, They said this is how it is, and it was exactly what they said it was going to be. And then what exceeded my expectations was the different teammates I had. They were we're all different, but they held the same values as I did. So that really blew me out of the water, and you're friends with these guys for the rest of your life. So that really, really blew my expectations. What makes Dragon football different? I think it is that culture. You mentioned the Dragon Way before, so we don't have to list it again, but that really drew me there, and I know it drew a bunch of my friends and teammates there. I think that really makes Dragon football different.
No doubt. I mean, I agree. Being on staff, being a player, former player as well. I mean, we always use the line in recruiting. What you see is what you get. From the beginning of the recruiting process all the way through the end. And when you step on campus, for your first fall camp, you're getting the same guys that were texting you in January or February, and just gathering information from you. But those are the same guys that shoot it straight forward. And, and I think that's what's led to a lot of success in getting, the program turned around from, way back in my playing days to what it's become now. Right. And getting alignment from the top all the way to the bottom, from the first year guys to, Coach Lockway, who's going into his 10th year, so yeah, I mean, that's definitely an important piece for sure. All right. So next one, what part of the Dragon football culture and the Dragon Way connected to you the most?
What connected to me the most was probably the find a way attitude. You can talk about football and make really easy comparisons there. You're going to find a way to, block this guy 4th and 1. Who cares? You're going to find a way to block him, get the first down, score the touchdown. And I just kind of brought that. I had a little bit of that before I got to MSUM, but just living that every day, hearing it preached over and over again, it really grew on me. I blew my knee out 2017, so that value that I held and was growing upon really stuck out to me the most. Okay, you tore your ACL, now what? You're gonna find a way to get back on the field. You're gonna find a way to walk again. You're gonna find a way to just learn how to crutch. You get dealt different things, but you're just gonna find a way to fight through it and live to see another day. So you're saying other things like MSUM, what popped out to you? That kind of way.
Yeah, what about the football culture, and then I think you basically answered why the Dragon Way connected with you the most.
Yeah. So yeah, find a way, and then Anderson +2, he always preaches that. It's super annoying sometimes. You'll be working out, and you're just like, that was a good workout, and then I left these reps out or something, or you're almost dead, and you just hear that voice of Anderson, come on, +2. So then you're just alone in the gym getting mad at yourself, just like, he's coaching you, and you finish it out, and that was the right thing to do. But I still hear his voice sometimes as well. So I don't think that'll ever leave.
Trust me, it doesn't. I've already been out 5 years, and I randomly, like you said, could be by yourself doing something, or even not even something physical. And all of a sudden you get that voice, you hear, you hear Anderson or you hear Coach Lockway or something. So crazy how that follows you. So, all right. So how have you applied what you learned while in the Dragon football program to your life today?
We'll have to cut this. It probably, like I just mentioned, the find a way attitude. We throughout the years we did a lot of E plus R equals O, and I think that really plays a major part in my life, especially right now. I guess I had good practice of it. Like I mentioned before, I blew my knee out, so that was the event. How am I going to respond to this blown out knee? So now I'm kind of just living the same thing with this whole cancer deal. That happened. Okay. It's not anything worse than just being in my face. So now what? Okay, we're gonna go to the doctors, trust the doctors. Okay, I'm gonna take every day, one at a time. Go to treatment, get better. Just move on and just keep moving on. I guess keep your head up and keep moving forward. So that's how I'm really living out the find a way attitude. I guess just finding a way to keep fighting, I guess.
No doubt. All right. So how did you change from before Dragon football to now because of that experience?
How have I changed? Well, I gained like 70 pounds. Was it 70 pounds, Wade?
At least.
I know you gained a lot too. I saw your before and after pictures, I think, when on my recruiting visit or something, but I know
no, mine wasn't as drastic as yours, but you went from what, 215, 210 to 280, 290?
I wrestled 220 my senior year of high school, and then I think my top playing weight, or at least winter weight, was like 295 or something. But obviously I haven't lost all of it yet. But so that's a visual way I've changed, I guess. But I think throughout or being in this program, you mature. Like I mentioned before, I was trying to find people with the same values, and you run into MSUM football, and they hold the Dragon way there, and that really spoke to me. So throughout the years of Dragon football, I just grew on that, and I think I try every day to hold those values, and also I don't think there was any one specific leadership day or pamphlets we do what we do during the off season of just having a positive attitude every day and keeping your head up. But I think I went through some of my highest highs and lowest lows when I was in the program, and that's just one big thing that I learned throughout the 4.5 years that I was there, was just having a positive attitude as well. Life might not go your way, but you're going to find a way to keep moving forward, and with that, you're going to find a way to stay positive. So that's what I also think. Also think that was one of the positives, coming out of the program. How my life's changed a little bit is always being a little more positive.
No doubt. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks, Rip, for your time today, man. I know I appreciate you taking it and coming on and kind of telling your story. I think a lot of guys are gonna appreciate that, and I think a lot of guys are gonna be in your corner. So especially when this airs, I would expect probably an outpouring amount of messages and stuff like that. But you were always one of my favorite guys in the program, and appreciate everything you do. And thanks again, man, for coming on.
Yeah, thanks, Wade. Appreciate the love.
Yes, sir. All right, now I got to plug the last thing here. So, all right. You can listen to the Dragon Way podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and of course at MSUMDragons.com and the MSUM Dragons app. If you believe, like I do, that something great is happening at Dragon football, please subscribe and share the show. Until next time, do what's right, find a way, be a great teammate, and keep getting better. That's the Dragon Way. Thanks for listening, and go Dragons.
I need some B-dubs.
Yeah, baby.